As we all know, the No Kings protest in America, which is the largest one in American history, 7+ million people. Also, is one of the largest protests for around the world, ranging from America to Australia to London, Germany, Spain, South Korea, and Japan, to name a few of the countries. Everyone in the world is coming together, and everyone has the spotlight on the United States of America. Because believe it or not, we are the most powerful country in the world, but we do have good relationships with all these other countries. And everyone is suffering because of one man and his administration that is bringing the world down, and that is Donald Trump. But this video is going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to look at the different posters and different signs of what people had up over the weekend, get us a little laugh, and see what people were thinking. I'm Mo.J. This is the Mo You Know. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, help this channel get to 2,000 subscribers, and let's see what these protesters had to say at the No Kings protests. The first sign we have up, it says, imagine losing our country to a fat biatch that can't even blend his makeup. Now, everyone knows they call Donald Trump the orange man. I don't know what they're doing with his makeup, but it is terrible. Some days it's glossy, some days it's smudged, some days it's not even blended in. It goes from orange to pale, and you know his hair is terrible. But basically what they're saying is if he can't take care of himself, how did we expect him to take care of the country? They always got on Sleepy Joe. Oh, Sleepy Joe, he was stupid. Well, up under Sleepy Joe, guess what? We didn't have any of these problems. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do I give this as far as clowning? I'm going to go ahead and give this a 6 out of 10. It makes a lot of sense and it serves its purpose. If you can't fix your own makeup, what makes you think you can fix our country? So I give it a 6 out of 10. Next up, we have the Shady Bunch. We got Kash Patel, JD Vance, Stephen Miller, Pete Hegseth, Christina Nome, Donald J. Trump, Pam Bondi, and RFK. The youngest one in curls, or in this case, this guy has the robot voice. Now, all of these people are very incompetent. They always talk about DEI hires. And let me tell you, no one on this board is qualified, starting from Donald J. Trump all the way down to RFK. Pam Bondi, she gets up there and lies. Kash Patel, we don't know what he's looking at. We know he's a liar. Pete Hegseth is a DUI hire. He's a drunk. Stephen Miller, I don't know who he thinks he is. He's a baby Hitler, I guess. And JD Vance, he's just an idiot. Christina Nome, idiot. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do I give this? I give this one an 8 because every person on here is a piece of shit. And every single one of them isn't doing anything that America benefits from. The third one is free balls for members of Congress who lost theirs. Now, this is a good one here, and this goes for both sides. I know people say, oh, Mo, you're a liberal, you're a Democrat. No, I'm pretty much independent. I lean more towards the left than the right, and I agree with some things on the right. But what I can say is both sides need to get some balls and step up for this country. We have seen the Republicans, they have let us down. The Democrats in the beginning, we were looking at them like y'all need to fight back, make some noise, do something. Now they're starting to do that. And we got to understand they don't have control over anything, the House, the Senate, or the White House. So they're doing what they can. But on a scale of 1 to 10, free balls for members of Congress who lost theirs, I give this a 10 out of 10 because this goes for both sides. And this goes for the Constitution of the United States. So this one, I'm giving a 10 out of a 10 because, hey, if you ain't got no balls, then you need to get your ass out the court because we definitely need all the help we can right now. MAGA, stop using Jesus for an excuse to be an asshole. When I hear MAGA, all I think of is make Argentina great again because they got 20 billion, potentially $40 billion, and they're backdooring us to China. So we're doing all these off the wall deals. They were complaining about Ukraine, but now it's because it's what Jesus wanted us to do. Stop using Jesus. We need to separate church from state. That's in the Constitution. None of that should be crossing each other because Jesus would not be standing for anything you guys are doing in treating quote unquote illegal immigrants, humans, the way that you are, inhumane. And plus, this is America. When you get here, you get here. We take care of you. That's how it's supposed to be. But I give this one a 7 out of 10. They definitely need to stop using Jesus, but we need to start looking at the people that are listening to, oh, Jesus said do this, and we're bringing back Christianity. Because I got to start looking at the people that are following this. And this is what they quote unquote call the sheep. They just go for whatever the hell they hear. And let me tell you something, Jesus doesn't stand with anything that this administration is doing. And one of the last signs I have, fuck Trump, his whole cabinet, Elon, ICE, and the Dallas Cowboys. All right, let's break this down line by line. Fuck Trump. I agree. You agree. America agrees. The world agrees. His whole cabinet, the shady bunch. I agree. You agree. We agree. The whole world agrees. Elon, I agree, you agree, we agree, the whole world agrees because Elon had the chainsaw and started all of this nonsense. And he's the one that put up $250 million to get this fool elected. ICE, I agree, you agree, we agree, the world agrees. Melt they ass and get them up out of here. And of course, the Dallas Cowboys. I don't have to break it down. The world agrees. Fuck the Dallas Cowboys. So I give this a 10 out of 10. And that's how we're going to end this today. These are a couple of the signs that were at the No Kings protest this weekend. Let me know what you rate these down below. All right, this was just a little Sunday fun day. I did want to go over the posters that I've seen throughout doing all of this. Definitely go back and check out all of my YouTube shorts that I did. I was doing shorts for different cities, showing you how big the crowds were. Again, this No Kings protest was one of the largest, if not the largest in American history, 7+ million people throughout 35 different cities and across the whole world. So we're looking at roughly 10 million people that were in this protest overall. Let me know what you think about those down below. I'm Mo J. This is the Mo You Know. And in all seriousness, there is a government shutdown. So everyone out there, I know we're all going through hard times and I'm right there with you. I'm overseas. I'm not getting paid. So I understand exactly how you're feeling. So remember, you need to get out and vote. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat, vote for what's right, not for what you think is for you personally, because this is bigger than us. This is the United States, starting with united, because divided we fall. Again, I'm Mo J. This is the Mo You Know. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, help me reach 2,000 subscribers. And I really do appreciate everybody's support. You guys have your good Sunday. And remember, F the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for watching. I'm out.